Well, hello there, fellow publishers. This is the Scamster blog, and this is the second edition. Just by the way, I need to add to the first edition, which was about stupidity. I said a few things like, for example, there was no logic, and people didn't think past their noses. They just believe whatever they read, or whatever the case may be, and the stupidity of that. And the one thing I forgot to mention was the stupidity of motivation. Nobody asks themselves, why did he? Why is this person a scamster? Or motivation-wise, what drove him to do X, Y, Z? So I just wanted to add that to the stupidity. Anyway, this Scamster blog is about, I'm going to call it Storm in a Teacup. And what I want to do is I want to tell all the media people out there, and all of the various business people who experience this kind of thing, this shaming and in public forums, etc. I want to tell you that I know it's incredibly frightening when it happens, because you think to yourself, well, geez, I'm going to be on television. Millions of people watch television. I'm going to be on social media. I was even in Sunday Times, so I've been in Sunday Times. I've been on television. I've been on social media. Everywhere. Every possible channel or outlet has featured me as this great big scamster. All of it just total bullshit. But anyway, just shows you the truth is, where there's smoke there's fire. So I should never have forgotten, or not forgotten, but well, my biggest crime was owning a company that neglected to feature some ads from some retards who made a mountain out of a molehill. Quite fascinating, because they could have just asked for a refund. I mean, instead of doing all of this, but everybody wants their 15 minutes of fame. Anyway, so it's very, very frightening at first. I can understand that. To me, it wasn't, because very little that I actually don't give a shit what people think about me, which is not a good thing, by the way. You should actually care. But yeah, so if you're going to be in the newspapers like I was, you're going to be on TV, you're going to be in social media, I want you to remember something. It really is, and I know you're not going to believe this, and I know you're going to, especially if you're watching this video, because obviously you've seen the stuff, the footage on me, etc. But it really is a storm in a teacup. You will be amazed that you can sit down, you can go to braais with all your friends and family, and if you keep your mouth shut, it's amazing how few people even know about it. You see, the media world, and when I say media world, I'm talking about social media, I'm talking about television, I'm talking about print media, all of it is such a fractured thing that people don't connect the dots. You'll have 50,000 people watching a television program, or 1 million people, or whatever, but none of them know you, and they just don't connect the dots. And you'll have a Facebook thing. This Facebook thing was massive. All these things they were saying about me, they featured videos, links to the movies, all this stuff. Everybody was commenting. Whoa, it was a big group. You know what? The biggest it ever got was 69 members, 70 members. I mean, 69, 70 people out of, in this country, 59 million. Really is not going to. And so don't get sleepless nights over this. What you need to do, the biggest mistake you can make, is fall prey to the distraction of what's happening to you. In other words, try to argue with everybody, go seek legal advice, get assistance from lawyers, send them letters, try and sue everybody, all of that. No, it's just distraction. All you got to do is say to yourself, listen, I made a mistake. I need to figure out why I made that mistake, and I need to figure out ways of not making that mistake. And I can truly believe that if I keep delivering a good offering, if I keep doing things the right way, as I have been doing, well, this, for example, my issues date back to 2014, 2015, and it's just a rehash of etc. I haven't had any complaints in the last few years, actually. My clients are delighted. They're happy with me. Not that I do a huge amount of publishing in the same markets, etc. And of course, a large contingent of what I do now is digital. But in any event, so if you put your head down, you know what they've called this battle cry? They've chosen the venue for the war. They've chosen the weapons. They are more prepared than you. So leave them. Just put your head down. Carry on working. Be honest. Be ethical. Think to yourself, everything you do, are my clients going to be delighted? Am I delivering? Am I keeping my promises and delivering on my promises? And forget about the storm in the teacup, because you know what? Nobody cares. Nobody watches. I mean, the Devi show was featured. A week later, I'd speak to people that didn't even know what I was talking about. They were like, what show? What are you talking about? Now, there's just nothing. Just nothing. There are no comments. There are nothing. It was all a storm in a teacup. And you're going to have a problem with your loved ones, especially your wife. You're going to tell her, listen, it's a storm in the teacup. Don't worry, just keep your head down. It'll all blow over. But she'll have a nervous breakdown, I promise you. Because she doesn't believe that. Just the enormity of it is. And if you have a name like John Smith, for example, good on you. Unfortunately, mine's Lance Watmore. How many Lance Watmores are there in the world? But it really is a storm in a teacup. I mean, media is so fractured, and social media is so fractured, that you get so few people who actually watch things. So few people who actually see it on Facebook. And nobody goes onto Facebook or Google or whatever and types in your name or whatever. They've got to have somebody reaching out to them. You know what I mean? Like for example, you don't have a Devi show, etc., and you don't have a huge viewership without them advertising the show before the time. So it's a storm in a teacup. You've got to relax. You've got to say to yourself, listen, the chances of the people who matter seeing this is minimal. And for every one client who says to me, oh, what happened to you? There are 100,000 other clients who don't even know about it. And you will be amazed at how few people actually watch the shows, read the news, or know about what's going on. I've been to 100 different parties and gatherings and etc. I've even spoken as a speaker at certain gatherings and that, and with an audience of 3,000 people, and nobody knew that 2 nights before the Devi show aired with me on the Devi show. Enjoy your publishing. Gotta go. Okay, bye.